Hello YouTube, welcome to the dojo. You're here with Samurai Man, and today we have the Transformers Generations Chromia, and it's a nice little deluxe figure, and very nicely done. It is just a remold slash retool of the Transformers Prime RID RC. I had to remember if it was first edition RID, but this is the RID version, and she looks very nice. So much so that you can't really tell that it is the Prime RC. If you owned it, yeah, you could probably tell. I mean, there are some obvious bits. The feet kind of here and these knee blades. Honestly, if they had changed these knee blades, I honestly feel like it would be completely its own design. You really wouldn't be able to tell at all as far as the motorcycle mode goes. That's really what gives it away for me is this. I don't know why, but I feel like that's what gives it away. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty much its own design. They did a lot of retooling. Very Cybertronian / Tron-esque light bike, but all 100% cool. A lot of paint. I gotta say, there's a nice amount of paint on this. We got red, some of this like very light sky blue. I think that's paint. That might be molded actually. Nope, sky blue's painted here, but for some parts it is molded. But for this part, it's painted. We got some white, this dark blue, and then here in the wheels as well. Nice painted in wheels. Clear bits, lots of clear bits. Nice Autobot logo. I guess this is a headlight? I don't know. It looks like it could be a light of some sort. Maybe it's just a nice little red paint application, but nice either way. Then we got back here, I'm assuming this is tail light. Again, nicely well done painted. Some vents here molded in. Got like thrusters in the back molded in. So they did a good job on this figure. Nice amount of detail. I like it. I approve. And we got some nice little weapon storage as well. Got the two laser blasters. I don't know what you'd call them. Pistols, blasters, whatever. They're there. They look nice. One thing to note, though, is when you get this figure, you will only get that blaster. I believe it's this one. It might have been the other one I just took off, but she only comes with one blaster. The other one you're supposed to get with RC, but I believe both blasters are meant for Chromia. They even show it on the box with both blasters, but it says that this one comes with a separate figure. So that was an interesting way of doing things. RC came with two swords, and including this blaster, she came with two blasters, while Chromia only came with one. I don't know why they didn't just put this with her, and then she came with two blasters, and then RC could have came with two swords and one blaster. And either way, she still would have got more. So I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why they did it that way, but they did. So either way, like I said, I believe this is supposed to be included as part of her little set, we'll call it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it like that. I think that looks cool with the two blasters. This looks like a nice little cop motorcycle, like Cybertronian cop car with all the red and blue and white. And just, I don't know. I think it's cool. I don't know if this is just as part of transformation or not. And maybe it is. But you can open up this clear bit. So people with, strength can open up this clear bit. There we go. Well, maybe, yeah, kind of. The way it works, it's all connected. So that's kind of cool. Like the whole thing just opens up. This whole assembly opens up, and you got the seat here. So that's kind of cool. I like that. So that's nice. Just keep in mind, I totally forgot that there's little tabs here that these blue bits connect into. So yeah, this I will say on both this and the RC mold, this figure does have a lot of parts I like to split open. You can see these tires, especially because this is clear plastic, which I hate. It does look nice, but it does not help anything. It does like to make these tires split very easily. So that's kind of annoying. This whole assembly here likes to split because it's all clear plastic, so that doesn't hold together very well as far as friction goes. And I can see problems down the line with it, joints and such breaking because it's clear plastic. So that's going to be an issue we're going to have to deal with. The best I can say is just hope for the best. We'll see how things go down the line, but yeah, likes to come apart every now and then. But for the most part, holds up. The wheels roll pretty well. If it wasn't a motorcycle, it would probably roll. I mean, I got the kickstand up, so it's going to stay fine. But you can see that's rolling pretty darn well for a motorcycle figure. So that's nice. That's pretty cool. So, let's go ahead and transform this bad chick and see what she turns into. Well, a robot. So to transform Chromia, we're going to start by just splitting up here its legs. And then split these little bits up here on the front like I showed before. And then if you can get this plastic, there you go. Get this all out of the way. Just want to start disassembling everything. We'll bring up this back flap. You can see the arms are right here. Just want to get them out of the way. And then get these feet down. There you go. Just bring them down. Boom. Like that. Rotate the foot forward. It's on a, I guess, a ratchet kind of. It's a silent ratchet, but it's there. Bring it forward. You can see we got a hinge here. Little cause for concern. Like I said, clear plastic on a joint / hinge. I'm afraid to see what's going to happen down the line in the next, 5 to 10 years. But only time will tell. So for now, just got to do it. It's a bit stiff, so that worries me a little bit more. But whatever. Feet are done. Nicely done feet. It does look nice the way the foot is like this, but I think it would probably look better if it was flipped around. Because like here we've got the clear bit, but the inner foot has like the nice bit. Just saying. Next we're going to rotate. Actually, we'll start by bringing this out. There you go. Bring that up like that. Fold down the flap, and then we'll bring this stuff all down. It's on a double hinge. You can already see the head's like popping up. There you go. Bring on that. Kind of just let it sit. I wish there was like another hinge right here where you could really fold everything down, but it just goes that much. You kind of just have to let everything sit here. And then just fold the tire down just to get it like that. Lastly, we're going to take this here. It's a bit of automorph, which is pretty cool. Take the bottom waist joint, not joint, but like waist piece, and then just bring it down. There you go, and that'll pop up the head. Kind of just set the arms up where you want them at the shoulder. They're a bit awkward. I don't care for the shoulder systems on the RC/Chromia mold. And I'll go over why in the articulation, but for now, we're done! In not too shabby. So here you have Chromia in robot mode, and one thing is I did flip up this back piece right here. That was the back component before. I flipped it up. I don't remember if it's supposed to be flipped up or not. I just did it just because it makes the feet move. If you have it down, then the feet get locked up. Like they get stuck on the inside flaps here, as you can see. So I don't remember. I could obviously just easily look it up online. But for now, if you want, put it up. If you think it looks better down, it's kind of like skirt armor. That's cool too. But for give it some more mobility, keep it up. It does give it some more of that chunky monkey backpack. But you just gotta have to accept it for what it is. Like I said, I could look it up later. But either way, that's fine the way it is. Gives it some more movement. That's how I'm gonna have it. So there we go, Chromia. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I like, again, that color scheme is just popping. I like this color scheme. It looks really great. Got the sky blue, like navy blue, red, and white. All very nice colors that come together very well. Oop, and the kickstand's up. There you go. Boom. So very well done. Loads of color going on. It just comes together so well. Nice to finally have a Chromia figure that's, you know, G1 based. I don't think we've ever had a Chromia figure other than the movies. Honestly, I don't, as I recall, I don't think we have. Maybe G1, I mean, I don't even remember that. But for now, this is what we have, and I like it. Very nice. We'll go over the articulation right now. Head is on a ball, so you can bring it all around, and it looks weird, and blah, blah, blah. And then the shoulders are on a ratchety hinge, kind of. You can bring it kind of uppish, and then down, and that's about it. Rotation at the ball joint here at the elbow. So you got some movement there if you want to like bring it around here. That looks kind of cool. I wish she did have like a melee weapon she could put there, maybe a shield or something. That would have been cool. She does have a javelin or something. I think it's either an axe or like maybe a what's the word, a halberd. I don't remember what it is. It's something in the comics, but she's got something like that. I do like these little pointy bits here, the red elbows. Just really want to point out that as I go over the articulation, but I think that looks cool too. There is a, what's it called, wrist ball joint. I think that's for transformation, more for the RC mold, because in this mold there's a little bit more going on in this, you know, back section. So I think that's more for the RC mold. But it's here. You can rotate the wrist because of it, so that's good. That's always nice. The waist does not move just due to transformation. It's solid, so nothing going on there. But there's ball joints at the thighs, so that's cool. You can rotate them, bring them up all around. So all kinds of good movement there. That's nice. Bend at the knee, it goes in quite a bit. It'd probably go more if the tire wasn't there, but because the tire is there, that's as much as you're going to get. And nothing at the ankles, and that's it for the articulation. That's a hefty amount. It's not bad. I wasn't crazy about the shoulder articulation on the original RC mold. This one, maybe they fixed it. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting more out of it. I think what they did differently, I have to double check. I think they added a ball joint here, and before it was, maybe it was a ball joint before. I can't remember. There was something about it I didn't like. Just because, like, you couldn't really bend the arms that well on it. And this one seems to be fine. I don't know, maybe I was wrong. And I just had higher standards back then. I honestly can't remember, but I'm not having a problem with it on this one. So I guess that's all that matters. So taking a look at that head, it is beautiful. I like the shape. It's got a weird, like, V shape there with the blue pits. Then we got this white bit here with, like, a light at the top. Some nice light piping. Unfortunately, the color is weird. It's like a black light piping, so you're really not going to get much color flowing through it, but I appreciate it. It does really work well, just like kind of the black with the light blue and the white. Kind of just contrasts very well, so that's fine. Also, the shape of the eyes are very nice. They're very rounded and like almond shaped, so you don't really see that too much with Transformers. Well, yeah, with Transformers, they're usually more like rectangular or triangular, just because it's more fierce and, you know, robotic, where the fembots get a little more, you know, humanoid looking designs, I guess. I could see this being a little more humanoid. Even the nose and mouth look more humanoid, just to make them more feminine, so they're not so, you know, rude. But there you go, that's nice. So we have Chromia with RC. They both share the same basic mold, but there has been quite a bit of reworking with them. You can see that the feet are basically the same, but they're actually engineered a little bit differently, where we have more inner workings and such of the motorcycle mode in the RC, whereas on the inner bits here, they got rid of it. So you can see that just the exposed nice tire, and that's fine because this tire is actually done very well, so I don't mind that. So you can see how that's a little different. And here we have Chromia paired up with Starscream and Windblade in the Windblade comic series, at least in the beginning of it. I don't know how much more they've continued on, but within at least the first volume's worth of comics, they are the three main characters for that series. We have Windblade, who is the leader, pretty much, of, what's it called, not the Metro Titan, I don't think it, was it, Metroplex? Actually, I think it was Metroplex. Yeah, she was like the leader of the city speaker, I don't remember what they called it, but she was like a high up level authority. And then she had a right hand, Chromia. They were always together. She basically was her security, you know, her guard. Wherever Windblade went, that's where Chromia went, always in defense of her. And then Starscream was always getting in the way of things and trying to coerce Windblade into doing things she wasn't comfortable with as far as political, you know, advances go. So, yeah, that was how the mixture went. But there we go. So we got a nice little team going. Interesting setup we got going on with Autobots and Decepticons in these new comic books. So cool. So bango bango. Look at that. She looks pretty badass. Those are some nice looking laser blasters. Like, I got you, Starscream. You're in my sights. Bam! I don't know, man. I think that's a pretty cool looking pose. I'm liking that. That was just whatever, but whew, she's like about to dodge and blast all at the same time. You came to the wrong neighborhood, mother truckers. Yep, that's exactly what she's saying. Which way to town? Back the way you came. Yep, I'm liking this more and more. So to transform her back, we'll just start with this bit here, bring it up, and then we'll fold up this and get this bit kind of back. Not all the way, because we still need to move the hands and stuff beneath it, but just to get it going. Now we're going to fold up this whole waist area. We're going to kind of break her in half, just if I can get it. Just like snap her in half. No, don't snap. Don't snap anything. Kidding. Next, we're going to unfold out these tires. They're kind of at an angle. You want to fold them at an angle. You don't want to do it exactly like a straight fold. You want to angle them downwards, so keep that in mind. Bring up the feet, and then do it again on this side. Oof, always a bit worrisome, especially with that angle. It's a bit worrisome with the clear plastic. Then bring up the legs. Just fold them up. Bring them in, you know, classic fold-up legs. Nothing we haven't seen before in a toy like this. Bring it together. Kind of line up these tires, or, you know, halves of the tires, the best that you can. They're not going to go in, like I said, clear plastic, friction. It's a mess. So they're not going to go in perfect, but just line them up to the best of your ability. That's all I can really say. Get the hands back here. Like I said, with RC, what you want to do, let's line up everything properly. Yeah, with RC, what you would want to do is fold these hands inward with that ball joint. You want to kind of like fold the wrist in, but the way Chromia's design is you can't really, because of this big old clear bit, you can't really fold them in. So what you want to do is just kind of line them up properly. The best you can. Get the forearms lined up. There you go. I think I got him. And then bring down this bit here over the hands to cover up the hands. Oops, nope, don't fall out. Why is this one going and the other one not? What's going on? Oh, that's right, Starscream Rat Trap was part of that team. We'll show them off later. But anyways, yeah, bring them down as best you can. There we go. So that's all like that. Junk, the head out of the way. Make sure it's all lined up. Key to getting this together is making sure it's all together. There we go. There we go. There she goes. There she goes. So bring down this bit on that hinge. Bring this all down here. Rotate the tire out. Bring this up. Fold open these flaps here because you do want to tab in them into the tab holes right there. So bring it all down. There we go. Bring it as much down as possible. Lock in this here clear bit. Again, there you go. And then just tab in those tabs on the side. And bingo bango! So glad they decided to make this figure. I'm loving the paint job. I just can't get over this paint job. Honestly, that's the highlight of this figure is probably the paint job. It just looks so great. it. I think the paint job is really what sets it apart from RC, just because it. I didn't want to buy this figure going into it thinking that it's RC's remold, just because it really did look like it was going to be, you know, especially with this alt mode, it really did look like it was going to be its own design and feel to it. So I'm glad that it really comes off on its own and you don't really feel like you're buying the same thing twice. So that's really awesome. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, as well as follow me on Twitter, as well as Twitter and Tumblr at Smacation, and Instagram at MechasVineHeart. You find all my pictures, recent purchases, what's coming out, who's making what, blah 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 blah, all that good stuff and more. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching and take it easy.